Star Child. At the base of this reading, there is something that no longer defines you. There's some conditioning that you have that you're fearful of letting go of. I'm Morgan Black. The band and I are here to channel a message for you. Your pre-shuffled oracle cards, you have first keeping up, immense effort. Next you have it's always tea time, endless repetition. Next you have forget who you are, conditioning falling away, memories that no longer serve you. And lastly you have no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. You're standing in Empress energy. That's your power. You're already there. But there's something that is creating immense effort, like to where you can feel that you're working against the universe. You're working against the flow, being an eternity of repetition. So you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is act, instinct, new beginning. There's a shift that you're a little worried about making. You also have the Chariot here, and it's go time. Tomorrow is day one of Aries season. Aries season is all about action. It's about coming out of the Pisces season of dreaming, introspection, mindfully forming ideas, and then going into action. Aries season tomorrow is actually the actual beginning of the year. And you're still conflicted about something right now. Something that you feel has defined you for a long time and you have a fear of walking away from. Let's find out what that fear is. All right, under keeping up, immense effort, you have the Empress and the Chariot. The Empress is, she's the boss. She's the boss. What's going on, Star Child? This energy's stuck. It's time for it to move. Let me get some more insight on the Empress. How's the Empress feeling right now? Let's see what the Empress is up to. Why is the Empress in immense efforts? The Empress in reverse. The Nine of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. You're not believing that you're the Empress right now. Let me find out more about this Ace of Cups. What is this cup offer about? What does this Ace of Cups offer? To know more about this Ace of Cups offer. Immense effort emotionally. What's this Ace of Cups offer? The Knight of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. There is some kind of conditioning that has defined you for a long time, Star Child, that no longer aligns with your values, with your belief systems. That tells me you have done some shadow work. That's what the Hierophant in reverse is about. The Knight of Swords is the impulsive messenger. The Knight of Swords acts before gathering all the proper information. A lot of times the Knight of Swords has to retreat. They impulsively act, then they gather the facts, and then go, oh, wait a minute, I need to I need to go backwards here. Which, with the Ace of Cups being around an emotion and putting you in a Nine of Swords energy, which is mental anguish, this makes me feel like you are intuitively some energy or energies around you is not in agreement with this new value, this new lifestyle, this choice that you're going to make. And you're allowing it to impede your emotional energy, Star Child, which is making you think that you're the Empress in reverse, but you're not. You're really the Empress. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Hierophant in reverse. This shift. Five of Wands in reverse. Hey, you don't want to go with the crowd anymore. Yeah, of course not. Because it's an internal repetition of BS, most likely. Right? You're moving away from the flock, Star Child. You got better things to do at this time. All right, next we have the Chariot. So what is this motion under immense effort? You're having to put up some kind of immense effort to keep, feels like some relationships in check. Four Wands in reverse. That's the anti of forward movement. That is not walking through the gates of victory. Give me a little more on the Chariot. You're keeping up. What's this immense effort? What's this immense effort to get into motion? It's around a mental prison. It's always about the battlefield of the mind, isn't it? All right. What is this immense effort? The High Priestess in reverse? Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Star Child, you had a season, a assignment, something within a community that you now find takes an incredible, immense amount of self-sacrificing energy to keep up. It's not aligning with you anymore, and there's a lot of repetition, and you're seeing things differently now. You're seeing that you're seeing that whatever the beliefs of this community is been conditioned into you and defining you, and it's not resonating with you anymore, Star Child. But when you don't go with the herd, sometimes you'll be accused of being a High Priestess in reverse. It's your fear of walking away from these beliefs that do not resonate with you anymore, that defines community for you, that is keeping you from walking into a happy, joyous victory and new beginning in the Four of Wands. That's why it's reverse, and keeping you from your Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning in the three-dimensional world. Why the Empress should not be in a High Priestess in reverse energy? Why a High Priestess in reverse energy? We have what is this? Six of Swords in reverse, not moving on to calmer waters, and a Queen of Swords in reverse. That's also not your energy. So obviously when you speak your truth, there are energies around you that or creating diversions and lies around that. It's not our job to make everyone happy. It's actually a huge issue if we're surrounding ourselves with people that cannot respect our sovereignty. Everyone has the right to live the life that they want to live. It's not a debate of happiness and values and ideas. If there's something that you want for your life, Star Child, it's time to go after it, no matter what anyone thinks. Look, everyone wants to call judgment. Everyone has opinions. At the end of the day, it's all about actions. Okay, Star Child, your actions are obviously in the upright, even if your belief systems have changed, because you're standing in Empress energy. So the fear-mongering, if you move away from this system, this institution, this community, these set of belief systems, dogma, whatever it is that you're dealing with, a job, it's not resonating in your heart and your mind, and your intuition is telling you to go. And although it might be a little fearful to step out into a new beginning, the mental torture will not stop. It will not stop until you make the shift. It's time to leave the memories, take the lesson, make the timeline shift. Under It's Always Tea Time repetition, you have the One of Wands and the Five of Wands, which is rivalry. Oh, there are people that are jealous of you. That means you're doing something right, Star Child, if you've got some haters. All right, let's look at this One of Wands energy. You have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Some energies, some belief is telling you that you're not going to have a Ten of Cups if you walk away. That sounds like a form of manipulation to me. That's why it's so important that we think with our intuition, that we trust ourselves, that we heal our shadow, that we heal our trauma, and that we really go into our intuition to make major decisions, because it's the most reliable source. It's making decisions out of self-love, and no one knows, Star Child. No one knows better than you do. And if you're connecting into your intuition, you're making soulful decisions, and you're connecting to divine, the source, universe, God, whatever lingo you roll with. And you can never go wrong with that. That's most of the time when people give us advice, it's not the heart. They're not thinking from the heart. They're thinking of why your decision to move on doesn't serve them anymore. All right, you have okay, so under this new beginning, you have the Ten of Swords. Pain. You've been stabbed in the back, your feelings are hurt, and you're in emotional anguish over not making this shift. The Sun in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. You know what this reminds me of? Not that this is my read, but I'll tell you exactly what this reminds me of. At the age of 24, I decided to turn my life around and get sober. I spent 8 years in going into the rooms of alcohol and drug recovery, AA, NA programs. I am very grateful for those programs, very, very grateful for those programs. They were the key to me turning my life around at that time. But after 8 years of consistently being in those rooms, I was like, I feel trapped. Like, I don't want to define myself by this repetitious belief anymore. I don't want to come into a room every day and label myself as an alcoholic or a drug addict. That is so self-defeating. Like, that is staying in the same space, not moving on, like not being able to get to a higher consciousness. It really started to weigh on me. Like, it just didn't resonate with me anymore. I knew that I was not an alcoholic and a drug addict. It was a symptom of an underlying problem. I started healing the underlying problems and didn't have that problem anymore. And like, the fear mongering that started when I started talking to this community that I had spent 8 years in about this issue, like that, this label is not resonating with me anymore. I actually feel like it's holding me back. I feel like this isn't helping me anymore. It's like, it was like the fear factor of dogma. It was like, oh my God, if you leave, you're going to end up on the streets. You're going to end up a drug addict again. You're going to this, you're going to that, and da 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 da. Well, you know what? That never happened. That never happened. And I went into a 10 of Swords because a community that I had invested in for 8 years, rather than let me go of my free will and sovereignty, all backstabbed me and said, oh, she must be doing drugs again. Oh, she must be da 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 da. And that for some reason, that's the vibe I'm getting of this reading. There's something that doesn't resonate with your higher self and higher conscious anymore. And there are energies around you that are trying to hold you back, All right, let's look at this rivalry card. Sorry, I just kind of went on my high horse there for a minute, but I'm a shifter. I'm a changer. I've lived my whole life in self-growth, like just trying to rise above the trauma, rise above. My story's kind of intense, and every time I personally would get into this like healing phase, and it's like, okay, that served its purpose. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to level up into my higher self again, right? Not stay the same person. There's always rivalry in that. There's always everybody throwing their opinions around, and it's like, that's why I talk so much about using your intuition. Thank God I didn't stay in that place. Like, thank God I didn't stay in that mindset. It became self-defeating. There was a time that it was very helpful, and for anyone that goes to recovery programs, please don't think I'm knocking them. Like I said, it was the exact tool I needed at the time at 24 years old to turn my life around. And I stayed for 8 years because it's such a damn good tool. But it was time for me to move on to the next tool. All right, so under rivalry, you have the 10 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 7 of Cups, and you have the 4 of Cups. There is a conditioning of your mind that is holding you back from your 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is the ultimate abundance. When we say Pentacles, when we say abundance, everyone thinks we're just talking about money. No. We're talking about like full heart, mind, soulful happiness in this physical realm. And it's falling on top of rivalry, which means it's outside sources, outside of self, outside of yourself, that is creating illusions, because that's what the 7 of Cups is, and holding you back from grabbing the cup, looking at the past, to not be in your 10 of Pentacles. It's the crazy truth, but most people do not want to see you succeed. There are more people that will come after, there are more energies that will come after your glow up than applaud you for it. Again, why intuition is so important. Star Child. We're going to forget who you are, conditioning falling away, memories no longer defining you. Underneath that, you have the 9 of Cups. So you're satisfied where you are, but you know that there's something better. Your intuition is telling you that there's something better. And under that, you have the 7 of Wands. It's time to be brave. It's time to be brave. All right, let's look at this 9 of Cups satisfaction. Let's further define that. Star Child. You know that there's a new timeline shift in your purpose. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles is looking at seeds that you planted and things aren't growing anymore. It's time to burn it down. Hey, we're going in Aries season tomorrow. It's time to scorch the earth. It's time to scorch your earth so new things can grow again. Stay or go is the decision, and you're standing in indecision about it right now because you have a Two of Wands in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse is a fearful energy. It's a fearful energy. If I take this leap into this new career, if I leave this community and go somewhere new, will I? What will happen? What will happen? So that's where that intuition comes in, that self-love that comes in, that full trust of self. We think in intuition we are in full trust of self. We're fully loving ourselves to make that decision, to make that timeline jump. And that's when we get into magician. That's when we can get into magician mode. That's when we can start to manifest. That's when confidence comes in. And you are the Empress here. You are the Empress. There's energies around you right now that are telling you that you're the Empress in reverse, but you are not Star Child. You are the Empress. You embody all the queens in the deck. You know what's best for you, Empress. You know what decisions you have to make at this time. So I'm going to drop this fear. All right, let's talk to the Seven of Wands. What's going on with the Seven of Wands? We'll see how brave you are. Makes me think of a Tori Amos song. Okay. Okay. The Lovers is about a choice. Still standing here with a choice to make. You have a Two of Swords and a Two of Wands in reverse here. The blindfold is on, but your hands are free to just take it off. Here's what I love about the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, unlike the Knight, is an energy of almost like the Fool, of excitement, of new journey, of being able to take leaps. And the Page of Wands represents the idea of, I would rather stand in solidarity, I would rather stand alone in what the rest of the world may not view as abundance, than stand with the crowd. Then stand with the crowd and what they think a Ten of Pentacles is. This is my Ten of Pentacles over here. And I have the passion, the creativity, and the drive to live my best life. Don't care what anyone else thinks about it. You have a King of Wands in reverse and the Lovers. This could go two ways. The Lovers is about a choice. The Lovers can also be about a relationship. A King of Wands energy is not a nice energy. King of Wands in the upright is awesome. It's a great leadership, fiery energy. Someone who's passionate, someone who's creative, someone who's outgoing. In reverse, it can be flipped as very nasty. It can be very narcissistic. This is not the Empress. This is not your energy. And seeing that there's a Lover's card beside it, I'm starting to believe now too, there's a lot of energies within a community here, but there is, because you've got the Five of Wands, but there is, and you have the Six of Swords, but there's a relationship here in particular that wants to continue to define you by your past. And they're doing it in quite a narcissistic way with words. making you believe that you're the Empress in reverse. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Under that, we have the Queen of Cups, intuition. Queen of Cups is all about intuition, and the Hermit, introspection. So fear is a liar, and this row is saying it's time to go into hermit mode, to go into introspection, however you do that, through journaling, through being out in nature, through meditating, whatever your practices are, whatever works best for you, Star Child, whatever your practices are, to question what this fear is. Why, Star Child, are you not remembering how powerful you are at this time? What is this conditioning that no longer defines? Hey, Star Child, I apologize. For some reason, a phone call came through. And it cut off my video. I didn't have my settings right. So as I was saying, there's a fear here around a belief that is no longer serving you, that other energies are projecting on you, that it's time to go into introspection about and get back to your intuition so that you feel that power. So you remember your power and that you're standing in the Empress energy. So let's talk to this Queen of Cups. Get a little more on this Queen of Cups. I think I'm gonna label this reading Leaving the Herd. You have the World in reverse. You're scared to close this cycle out. You're scared to close this cycle out. We know that already. Okay. Seven of Wands in reverse. Chariot in reverse. This is telling me, Star Child, that you've put in all the hard work in your life, but for some reason you're hung up on believing that you have something to prove, and you don't. The only thing that you have to prove is to yourself. What is the Seven of Wands in reverse? What is this fear around? And that goes back to that immense effort. When we're in our flow, it's not about immense effort. It's not about like toil and labor when we're in our flow. It's about creative, passionate, energetic creations. What is this Seven of Wands? What is this feeling of needing to prove? What is this feeling of needing to prove? What is this around this Seven of Wands in reverse? What does the collective feel that they need to prove? Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Again, worrying about what others are thinking. This Page of Swords messenger is that haphazard messenger, okay? The Page of Sword messenger rushes in without facts, okay? Your intuition is already telling you what you need to know, what you need to do, but for some reason you feel the need to come in as the Knight of Swords around these energies, around this King of Swords in reverse, around these Five of Wands energies, with facts of why you should make this change, why you should make this leap, why you should take this new job, why you should move, why. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. That's just confirmation of that Seven of Wands in reverse. You just need to do it, Star Child. You just need to do it. You just need to do it. Fear's a liar. You know what's best for your life. You know what's best for you, Star Child. You're the Empress. You're the Empress. You're sitting pretty in Empress energy. Your mind isn't in Empress energy. But everything up to this point in your life is proof that you're sitting in Empress energy. And if someone doesn't believe that, or somebody wants to come up against that, Who cares? More haters you have means you're doing something right. All right. This Hermit introspection. Let's see what's got to happen in this introspection. With the Page of Cups. The King of Swords. I like that energy. The Emperor in reverse. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. This Emperor in reverse is the same energy of this King of Wands in reverse. You know your truth, but this Emperor in reverse doesn't. And it doesn't matter because it's your truth. You've already processed some deceptions with the Seven of Swords in reverse. You've already processed what this is. You have gone internally to question your belief systems, your value systems, why this feels repetitive, why it feels like such an immense effort, why this has become so energy soul-sucking to you. You have the truth about it, your truth, the King of Swords. But there's something you're still fearful about, moving away from this energy and taking your power and standing in your Empress energy, and it's emotional. But the Page of Cups is more of an immature emotional state. So that could be two things. You have an Emperor in reverse and a King of Wands in reverse, which is clearly the same energy. So you're either trying to justify your wants, needs, desires, hopes, passions, purpose to an immature energy, someone who's emotionally immature, or there's a piece of shadow work that still needs to happen around some kind of childhood wounding, which is why you're fearful of taking this leap away from the herd. And it could be both. I mean, I'm always going to, I'm all for growth. I'm all for shadow work. I'm all for the integration so we can all live our best lives, right? Let me get I'm going to ask for some final advice on this Emperor in reverse. Some final advice on this Emperor in reverse. I think that's no. Let me take back what I said. This King of Wands in reverse is definitely a separate energy next to the Lover's card, but this Emperor in reverse is showing up as a repeat of it's the same energy as this Empress in reverse we have up here in the beginning of the reading under immense effort. But again, you are the Empress in the upright. It was the first thing that came out in the reading, is that you're the Empress in the upright. So this is all a battlefield of the mind happening right now. And when you go in, even though you have diffused conflicts and have figured out what the truth of the situation is in the King of Swords, there's something emotional that's holding you back, that still is creating fear, and where you're not taking your power back. And it's shadow work. And I'm going to do some final cards of advice, but I can't, this isn't a personal read, so I can't dive into exactly what that is. That would have to be done in a shadow work session. But if you're standing in Empress energy, you can go in and intuitively know what that is. So let me just get a couple of cards for final advice. You are the Empress, Star Child. You are the Empress. You know it. The energies around you don't have to. You just got to stay in your Empress energy. Get into that energy of the Ace of Wands. There's something you're passionate about that these other energies and belief systems do not align with. So it's time to let them go. It's time to leave the memories, take the lessons, and timeline shift into your most authentic life, Star Child. You're needed. The natural world needs you. It needs you. It needs you to not be stuck. All right. All right, we got Hermit in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Eight of Pentacles is about passionate occupation, where you spend a lot of your time, what you spend a lot of your time doing. In your heart of hearts, you know it's your true desire. It's time to move forward with it. But the Hermit card being defined in the Hermit reverse is you're scared to go inside and cross this bridge. Three of Wands is all about that step of action. There's something heavy here. If this does involve a community, not just a singular relationship, it does feel like there's a lot of energies in this reading. There's a lot of sacrifices that will need to be made, right? In order for you to take this timeline hop, to go into your North Node, to go into your true heart's desire, into your purpose. And sometimes you have to be willing to sacrifice everything to go for exactly what you want. And yes, will a death come? Will it be painful for a while? Will there be some healing that needs to take place? Yes, absolutely. But what's on the other side of that is going to be absolutely glorious, Star Child. All right, let me just pull a couple angel cards. See what angels are hanging out, going, hey, come take a walk in the woods. Come meditate. We want to show you what's really going on around you. Who's here supporting this decision? Because I can tell there's something inside, there's something internally that you just know. You know that you know that you know that you know that it's time to take the leap. And fear is a liar, and it's the only thing holding you back on this table right now. You have the Queen of Wands, divine power, guides against mental troubles. And this is all about headspace. So whatever that looks like for you at this time, meditation, protecting your crown chakra, getting out in nature, whatever needs to happen for you to clear your head. Eight of Pentacles, the teacher, intellectual talent provides knowledge. You have some kind of specialized knowledge that all these energies don't understand, Star Child, and they're never going to. No reason to hold you back. Five of Cups, prosperity, destruction of the enemy and deliverance from bondage. Mental bondage. These are the good energies you have surrounding you at this time to focus on, Star Child. It's time to take that leap. It's time to go within and take that leap. The natural world needs you. This earth needs you in your North Node, needs you serving your purpose, and most importantly, loving yourself first and foremost, which means living your best life. Thanks for stopping by, Star Child. I'll see you next time.